How's it going, everyone? Liam Caddison here with episode number 18 for season 2 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is called Killed by Death. Which, after the last episode, this title is not giving me the vibe that this episode is going to make amends emotionally for what happened last episode. So, great! Last episode. Not emotionally the best of the season, but overall, the last episode was the best episode of probably Buffy so far. It was just really well done with how they managed to execute the acting, the scenes, everything. It was just really great, and it was an episode where they raised the stakes. They weren't fooling around. People can be the main characters can be in danger, as Jenny proved in the last episode, and I am really looking forward to seeing where things go from here, because Buffy, I gather with what she had to say in the last episode, has relinquished that hold she had on Angel, that hope that Angel can be restored. So it should be very interesting to see the mindset going from here onwards. But yeah, with that said, let's get on to episode number 18 of season 2 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go. Is Buffy okay? Oh!
Non-vampire, +2.
That could have been awkward.
Man, Buffy, my whole life just flashed before my eyes. I gotta get me a life.
Uh-oh. This does not look good for our heroine.
Go on, team! Come on, team! Go on, Xander!
Take a walk over, Bite. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, no thanks.
Thank you.
Buffy's been so down since it happened. I mean, she never gets sick.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
It's going around.
I'm sorry, I babble when I'm nervous. I just wanted to...
Same.
Well, if you need anything.
Thank you.
He needs a hug right now, and he needs Angelus to drop dead. Kid. Okay. Whoa! What the? Okay, this is okay. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. So in both dream and reality, the janitor's just not having any of it. Like, patient just walks out the room, okay. Not my problem.
He'll come back for us.
Who?
Death.
No thanks. We don't like death. Not today. That creepy guy that they were talking about that followed the little...
Visiting hours are over. Well, I'm pretty much family.
Yeah. Why don't you come back?
Yeah,
during the
we can
day?
exclude you from family.
Gee, no.
Must just eat you up that I got there first.
Oh.
You're gonna die. And I'm gonna be there.
Laugh in your face
Tell
as
her
you
I stopped
succumb.
by.
Just shove them up his ass.
Chocolate says that even better.
I did all your
Exactly.
assignments. All you have to do is sign your name.
Oh!
Chocolate means nothing to me.
Nobody told me I was supposed to bring a gift. I was out of the loop on gifts.
It's
Of course,
traditional
Cordelia.
among,
Of course.
people.
Could have brought her chocolates, but chocolates mean nothing.
Grapes.
So grapes
Did
be
you,
chocolate.
pass the night well enough? Death and disease are things, possibly the only things that Buffy cannot fight. It's only natural for her
That's
to
true.
try to create a defeatable opponent, especially now after Jenny.
Wanna
That's true. But
You
on
wanna
the,
keep
we
on
live on
being
the Hellmouth
strong.
side, these kids
don't wanna
may have
let
seen a
anyone
monster.
down.
Don't. Us. Our true selves. Our hidden faces.
So the kids might be
Ooh.
afraid of a regular person? Like the weird doctor.
Stanley Backer was his name, no?
Let's look him up.
And I was just thinking,
Most people
the nightmares,
think security guards
the nightmares
disguise
episode.
themselves about children.
What's that?
Sometimes they die.
Not morbid at all.
You know, I didn't hear anything. You know, you have the
Smooch him.
most perfect nose I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Cordelia, you're acing the.
You must.
God.
Look at.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You'll
He
come
looks
again
absolutely terrifying.
tonight. Ryan, listen to me. I'm not gonna let this thing hurt you. Any of you. Grown-ups
No,
don't
I
blame you,
wouldn't.
right? Well, I do. We both know that there are real monsters. But there's also real heroes that fight monsters. And that's me.
Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the? Bloody hell! Is this Nightmare on Elm Street or Buffy the Vampire Slayer? What?
No, it's invisible. I saw Backer nearly shredded and then the thing knocked me down. But it's real, which means I get to fight it.
This is your work?
No, one of the kids.
I guess he was trying to cure them from seeing that
It would
thing
help
or
if we
something.
knew what it was. It's invisible to you, but the children can see it.
She's being literal. She used to have all these medical volumes and diagnosed me with stuff.
Oh,
I didn't have the heart to
God.
tell her she was playing it wrong.
Doctor's Serious
why?
Edition.
How did you play doctor?
I never have.
Oh God.
Fasten. You two stay alert.
No, finding out who this thing is takes priority. Cordy, you should go to Giles.
Why do I have to have... Good thinking. I could do with a research assistant.
Oh my
Let's go,
God, Giles is a
guy.
mood.
Loki didn't finish his coffee.
He
Guess
deserved to
moved.
die.
Yep. The person I wasn't in time to save. It's too bad Angel didn't put me in the hospital sooner. There's something I never thought
Not
I'd
your
hear
fault,
myself
Buffy.
say.
What does this one do?
God.
It elongates its mouth to engulf its victim.
A crisis is happening in Giles' head right now.
Ouch. Wait, what does this one do?
Oh, for
It
God's sake.
asks endless questions of those with whom it's supposed to be working so that nothing is getting done.
Boy, there's a demon for everything. Because it would be looking at the children's ward as basically an all-you-can-eat kind of thing, you know?
Backer was curing the kids and taking away the Kindestad's food.
Hence the sausage.
Yeah, so.
Picture of how it kills. Let me
Damn.
Oh, ew.
Oh, Dr.
What?
And taking out Dr.
Ow.
Backer
You should see this thing, the way it does
backs
its
away
thing,
the
I mean-
firewall, I guess.
Ew. Why do I let you...
Cecilia?
Oh, oh, shh.
I don't know what to
This
do,
got
Celia.
personal.
That's 100% pure. It'll kill you in an instant.
Oh. They really should put that on the label.
Needs to be diluted.
Okay, but this better work fast.
So it's a good job that Willow is alongside her, because that would have been the lamest death for a Slayer ever, wouldn't it? Oh my God. Oh my God. No, you're not creepy at all, mate.
Get them off of me! Oh my God, frogs! Get them off of me, please! Help! Get them off!
Her fears, frogs. Oh, shh. Oh. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no, that... Oh! 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 Oh, my fuck!
You make me sick.
Yeah! Whew. Just took it like a champ. Ah, yeah, because he... Yeah. It's gonna be weird for Xander, isn't it? No, don't do that thing again. Please don't do that thing again. Please don't do that thing. No! 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 Oi! Thank God.
Daughter get well.
Oh, while you're up, could I get a refill? It's just, I'm so comfortable.
Thanks.
Poor Joyce.
Oh.
Oh,
And another bag of cheesy chips.
Here, this came in the mail?
Oh, no, we're not doing this
It's
again.
from Ryan.
Oh,
The boy from
I
the
thought it was
hospital?
Angel for some reason.
Oh, he drew you a picture. How?
Oh, shit. That's good. That's a good thing, isn't it? To say thank you. Here's my picture of you just killing that creepy. Oh, I mean, to be fair, I would too, because that thing is creepy, and that thing would give me the stuff of nightmare. It's giving me the stuff of nightmares now. Like, not just the face, like the face design was terrifying, but it was just taking up another level when whatever the hell that was. Well, the life force sucking thingy mabob came out of its eyes. Ugh. Never have stuff come out of your eyes, people. It doesn't sit well with me, and I don't like it. This episode was probably never going to live up to what Passion had showed us. Passion was a huge bloody milestone, but it was still a pretty good episode. It just was not going to have that thrill ride that Passion probably... it was probably never going to have that thrill ride that Passion sent us on. But it did if you want to consider horror, like any horrifying emotions, because like I gotta say, there are some real sick fucks in this world. Like, I don't know whose idea it was to have this demon where things come out of its eyes, but that should never be allowed on TV. That is horrifying to shit. I will go to sleep tonight and have nightmares. And I'll be blaming Buffy. I'll just cancel Buffy. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with this. It's giving me nightmares. No, in all seriousness, you can't come up with that shit. And, oh, it was terrifying. I mean, the face was terrifying as well, but like, oh, yeah, especially with the teeth. That was a really, really interesting inclusion, but, oi. There are some real sick fucks in this world. No, but in all seriousness, it was a really good episode. I loved how confined it was, with it being in the hospital, so there wasn't really much world building, I guess, apart from the beginning. But it made for a very tense story as well. We got to see Buffy as a kid with her cousin. I had a feeling when we delved into a bit of backstory about why does Buffy not like hospitals, and we had the flashbacks, the second flashbacks, that her cousin might be entangled into this. I wasn't like 100% sure, and then it got to that point where she was screaming, and then she died by that same demon we were dealing with in the present. So yeah, I thought that was a very neat inclusion because it made things more personal for Buffy. So yeah, but it was a very great concept, like the concept of a demon that would eat the souls of children and kill them was a nice touch. It creates this boogeyman idea, and it also creates this like monsters under your bed thing, because you have your parents say, oh, there's nothing there, and then the children is so convinced that there is something there, because the kids who were sick could see it, but nobody else could. So yeah, I really, really loved that inclusion. As well as they did have Dr. Backer on their side because he was trying to stop the livestock to the livestock for the demon. But yeah, he took the demon took out the source in a very Nightmare on Elm Street fashion, because like I think that was also kind of an influence, the Freddy Krueger vibe, because especially with how A Form of Dreams came into the factor, as well as the way Dr. Backer was killed with the claws and the invisible decimation, it was very reminiscent to Nightmare on Elm Street. So I'm not so sure if that was a big factor into what would create this demon, but it was very reminiscent. But yeah, it was pretty good. I will say it did. The episode did pick up a big way when Dr. Backer was killed, because my main worry when Buffy was theorizing what could be going on, and there was that controversy with those two with Dr. Backer and that other doctor. I thought this was going to be another case of nightmares. You had the kids there in the doorway, and I thought it would be that case where the real monster, like they saw the real monster, and it was in reality the human form, like the coach that put Billy in a coma. So I was worried that they would be recycling from that script, but no, the concept that we got was, well, it was even more terrifying, I'll say that, especially because we had someone who was like Mr. X from Resident Evil 2, which is funny because someone said in the comments that the episode Nightmares came out before Resident Evil 2. But yeah, you had your Mr. X in Nightmares, which is a terrifying concept itself, but like the way the design of that creature, like that demon and the thing coming out of it, yeah, oh, Nightmares for sure. But yeah, I really loved the concept overall about how it would take the souls of children. Dr. Backer was trying to stop the feeding, and he got killed. So yeah, I also liked how death played a really big concept in this episode as well, because of course we were dealing with what the kids were describing as death. But not just that though, but everyone is still reeling from Jenny, evidently. Buffy, I thought, was like despite her being caught with the flu, that first fight with Angel, I thought she was super aggressive. Like she was going in straight for the kill. Like usually she will showboat, but she was going for it. Like she had a stake out and she was ready to just go for it. Whereas she usually would deal a lot of damage to the vampires and make them feel weak, and then they can just die weak. But she was going straight for it. But yeah, it wasn't just that though. But there was I really enjoyed the fact that we had this death and disease as the only thing that Buffy is not able to stop. Like that's what Giles said. Giles thought Buffy was seeing something due to her own creativity, as he puts it, something who is defeatable, because she does not want to be feeling this failure that she has been feeling with the loss of Jenny. And you got death and disease, who are two they are two concepts that you cannot stop. They are part of life, and she does not want to take more hits. She doesn't want to feel like she's failing as a hero, which I really, really, really did love that talk which she had with that kid, about how there are monsters and there are heroes to stop them. So I thought that was really, really inspiring. But yeah, it was a really, really, that was a really good inclusion with Giles saying, well, death and disease, two things you can't stop. Buffy doesn't want to feel like she's got that irresponsibility. So that was a really, really good concept to include. Yeah, we also had Angel confronting Xander, which I thought was really great stuff. I thought Xander was a true champ in this episode. Of course, we had Cordelia express her jealousy about the fact that Xander is still looking at Buffy, watching her back, as she puts it. And I did think in the final scene that Xander was like, this is okay platonically. It's okay. Like, you can be snuggled up and all of that. But I'm trying to think back to Cordelia's comments, and there is obviously still going to be that pull for Xander to have a go at, well, not have a go in a bad way, but have a go at Buffy, have a chance with her. But he's got Cordelia, so yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy some of the bantering between Cordelia. The flirting, though, like with the security guard, was a killer. There was some fun moments in this. Like, there were some really hilarious moments. Like I said, the Cordelia flirt with the guard bit was painful in a good way. And yeah, I just loved it. As well as Giles's annoyance teaming with Cordelia. What I really, really loved, though, was his annoyance with Cordelia. Oh my, it was brilliant, because it was childish as well, but it was so funny as well. Like, why do I have to team with Cordelia? Like, I do love Cordelia. Like, I am starting to love her so much now, and I will have the typical eye roll comment, like I did earlier on in this episode, but like, to know, to go in, like, well, not just to know that Cordelia is not on top of Giles' Christmas card list, as well as the fact that Cordelia was like, what does this do? What does this do? And you just saw Giles losing the will to live, was just so fun. So I really loved that inclusion. But yeah, I still do feel a bit for Cordelia, because even though she's willing to give her and Xander a bit more of a chance, he's still yearning for Buffy. Even Angel senses that. But at the same time as those feelings that Xander does have with Buffy, I do feel like he is super protective over Buffy. He like, in a platonic way, like, he will be that white knight that Angel described him to be, and he can be proud of that because he's looking out for his friend. So yeah, yeah, I really, really did like the Cordelia and Xander bits. I thought it was a bit weird seeing Buffy roam around the hospital and nobody at the hospital gave a shit. Like, I get the janitor, because the janitor would probably be like, I missed the part where that's my problem, to quote Spider-Man. But there was a few doctors going around, and they were like, patient walking around, fine. I don't think that's common. At least it wouldn't be for me, but like, she was an assigned patient and she was just walking around. She could have walked out the hospital. And yeah, so like, to see a few doctors who are like, it's cool, was a bit weird. I don't know if that is like okay in the real world, like in America especially, but I don't know. I wouldn't think, I would think someone would be like, hold up, you need to go back in your room and rest. So yeah, I thought that was a bit weird, but yeah, it was a really, really good, it was a good episode. Like I said, there was some fun bits. I really did enjoy the last scene, with the drawing, which I thought was pretty, I don't know how to put that into words. It was pretty fun, but yeah, it was good to see the Scoobies all banded together, and Joyce just losing the will to live. So yeah, I thought it was a really good episode. It was fun. It wasn't up to the part of Passion, but it was still a pretty fun episode, and a pretty creepy episode as well. One that will have you have you being up at night, basically. Yeah, it will keep you awake at night, surely. And I know now it's not going to be the heat wave that's currently going on, and I've got bloody fans going all over the place because, like, but like, just, yeah, it won't be the heat wave keeping me up. It will be that, oof, like, never do that. If you're an aspiring writer, and if your intention is to creep out your viewers, good job. You're a psycho. I'm kidding. No, in all seriousness, it was a really good concept, and I really enjoyed the demon that we had to face. Like, not just design-wise, but the concept behind it. Like I said, it has this monsters under your bed shtick where, oh, there's nothing there, and then the kids are like, am I a joke? So, yeah. But it was a great episode. I loved it. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!